My name is Mansur Imam Abdullahi. I'm currently the Group Head Corporate and Structured Finance of Jaiz Bank. Jaiz has been a journey. Having worked with some banks before coming to Jaiz, I worked with First Bank. I also worked with Guarantee Trust Bank, and then I joined Jaiz about 10 years ago. That is precisely in February 2012. So the journey has been that of excitement and mixed feelings, and also that of confusion, so to say. In a way, I've been a conventional banker throughout for almost a decade before coming to Jaiz, for over a decade. So, and I don't know what Islamic bank is or Islamic banking is, but I believe it's supposed to be a specialized kind of bank that can bring some difference in the banking ecosystem. So, and that curiosity, coupled with other motivations, made us to believe, okay, this Jaiz project, we want to be a part of it. Initially, when it started, Jaiz Bank mostly employed only operations staff, and we submitted CVs that time, but we were told by some of our colleagues that were in operations that joined maybe from GT to Jaiz Bank, that you guys, we don't need you much, because our even thinking is when we open this bank, we're just thinking of how to get some policemen to control the crowd that will be coming into the banking hall. That's our even dilemma, not to mention just going for marketing. So we don't need marketing, we don't need marketers. That was the notion. And it was a common belief by almost all the people that started Jaiz, because of course, the need, because the society, a lot of people need the non-interest aspect. Some people don't patronize the conventional because of interest, and they feel, okay, once the Jaiz bank is on board, everybody will start rushing and competing to even come to open account. But then, on a fateful Friday, when it was opened, precisely, if I can remember, this first or second, I could not remember precisely the date of January. So it was a Friday. The bank was open, 8 o'clock in the morning. Until around prayer time, nobody was coming into that bank. Then a lot of people were, wow, what happened? But people went for Friday prayers in Kano. I was in Kano, so I went. I actually observed my Friday prayers in Al Furqan Mosque, where Bashir Aliyu, Dr. Bashir, was one of the phrase members of the central bank. He delivered a lecture. Okay, this bank that you guys has been open, and please, you should troop in to go and open your accounts. And I was also part of that, and I went also to Jaiz that same day to open my account, to grab a form for opening an account. That is when the crowd started coming. But crowd still was not enough to bring policemen to control the crowd. So there and then, I think probably the manager of Jaiz from that morning till that time noticed that maybe the thinking wasn't around that. The need for marketing is still very, very important as any other bank. As I grabbed a form, I also received a text message that you are invited for an interview in Jaiz. It was a Friday, and on Saturday we went for the interview. Saturday we had to trip into Abuja, myself and some of my colleagues. We came in and had a good interview. And then after the interview, we've been disturbed so much to come on board, and we said no, we could not, because where we are living also, we have been very correlation with people, and we need to exit very well, because these same people will have to go after them. So we have their transaction that we are moving, and there is no way we can just say we're just not there anymore. So then we took a 1 month notice. That is when we now reported precisely, I think here on the 7th of February 2012. So that's the journey, that's the beginning of our thing. And You know, the mixed feeling where we were living also in GT was that, okay, you guys are doing very well, your balance sheet is very okay, you're doing well, and why are you guys living? And besides, these guys cannot pay as much as what GT is paying. The whole thing, I said, okay, yes, I believe, I'm also a believer of non-interest banking in concept. I don't know anything about it, but I believe since there is a way to do it, it has to be done in a way, and maybe when I go there, I will not regret that. So, Mansur, how are you going to get paid? You said you don't collect interest. How are you going to get paid? I said, I don't know, but I know I'll be paid. Something that is not interest. And I tendered my resignation with a notice, and then I left. A lot of mixed feelings, because this family, GT family, was so much, the bonding was so much. And then, but in my team, almost 3 of us in the same team, we left. So when we came to Jaiz, it was like the same family coming back to Jaiz. The first day I came to Jaiz, I reported myself and Musbahu Kabara, who is also a branch manager in the branch I left in Kano. He arrived at the branch before me, so he waited in his car. And as I arrived, as I came out of the car, and he now saw me, say, okay, let's go in together. So we went in, and a lot of cheers, you know, because a lot of other operation guys that we know are all from GT, and also these guys, please come on, let's start going to. Before they even show us where to sit, they are thinking, okay, how do we go? Let's go to this your customers that we know. Let's go and open an account, you know, all these kind of things. And then, of course, Naima also joined before us. She was there at the branch. She's now currently regional manager of the Northwest. So she now said, okay, let's start. I now asked, okay, who is the driver? They said, okay, yes, we have a driver. I said, why is the car? We don't have a car. That's the first thing. I said, how? He says, I saw some bullion vans, but we don't have marketing cars to go out. Then I brought out my key, and I now gave it out to one of the drivers, Jafar, precisely. It now became the official car of Jaiz in Kano. And we've used that for almost a month or so before we got the marketing car sent to us. So that was fun also. You know, when you have drive, this is a car, I will fuel it. I will not ask for any fuel because I'm moved, I'm motivated. I don't ask for anything. I fuel it and give it the car. When there's no, so I'd go and take fuel. And you know, that joy, whenever we stopped at any junction, we are very happy to, the driver even know, he always tried not to move so that the traffic will stop us. We'll now move out of the car and start going car to car, dishing out our complimentary cards and also account opening packages. Those mixed challenges of starting off. I've never had any startup. All the banks I've joined, I've worked with First Bank. It was almost 100 years when I joined that time. I worked with GT. It was maybe like 9 years that time. So these are established banks, but this one is road, everything, memos, everything. We are the ones that will produce and say this is how it will be done. So it's really, really tough. And since then, I was like telling myself, can I actually go for any startup? Maybe no. Because the energy required is so much, and all the time nobody will tell you that he's coming weekend, but when you come weekend you see all of us. Saturday, Sunday, it's like it's the call point. Whenever you from your home, you have to come to the bank and do some other things, and then you move. So it's like 247. We started settling down to stay at the branch because a lot of people have started coming. You know, when you go out, you say, "I've come, I haven't seen you." We now started staying at the branch. So you will see us having queues like hospital. Someone wants to see you. And these people want you to explain to them what this concept is because they don't know. And you are also struggling to know. These are two things, you know, you need to understand. We've been in banking, we know quite a lot in banking conventionally, but this is a new concept that we have to learn from scratch. Glory be to His Grace, the Almighty. Then the International Institute of Islamic Banking and Finance in Bayero University was now constituted. And then they just opened for business, and we became, about 11 of us in Jaiz became the first pioneer students to study our master's program, Islamic Banking and Finance. Our technical partners then were from Islami Bank of Bangladesh. So the COO, that is Chief Operating Officer of the bank, was from Bangladesh, Sattaur Rahman. They also come with a trainer and also other people. They came in an IT people also. So about also 11 of them, thereabout, I cannot remember precisely. So you see, these are a set of people that have never done conventional banks before. They only know Islamic finance. And they are here in Nigeria trying to teach us Islamic finance. And we came, most of us, almost all of us, came from background of conventional banks. So what we wanted was, we need a substitute for overdrafts. We need a substitute for term loan. We need a substitute of a BA. We need a substitute for bankers, maybe CP, CP and BA. So these guys don't know CP, commercial paper, don't know BA, bankers acceptance, don't know OD, don't know even understand term loan. How do we now relate? That was the beginning. So you have to explain to them, for them to think of it as something, then explain to, okay, we have, this is a substitute we have in Islamic finance. Then we grew gradually. Since when we go out, we'll come back and say, okay, what's our deposit today? So today is 100 million, 101, 102. Then we stop counting in 1 million. We say, okay, today is 200, tomorrow is 300, 500. We stopped even counting some 2 million, 3 million, 5 million. We just say so. So just to show you the joy in starting something, and then you see it growing gradually and gradually and gradually. So that joy also, if you're not part of a pioneer thing, you may not be able to have that joy. But when you suffered, it is not growing for long, then it starts growing gradually. And then you even forget. Someone will even remind you, but you, why are you not counting that or that? I remember one of my colleagues asked, Mansur, so now we don't even count 10 million, we just think of 300 million, 400, 500 million. So that's a joy also of trying to remember what happened back. Alhamdulillah, is something that we are proud of, and we have not regretted joining from beginning. And now from 2-3 branches, we are now over 42 branches, and we are still growing. Our vision is to lead, or to be the leader in this non-interest finance, not only in Nigeria, but only in sub-Saharan Africa. So if we are to do that, then definitely the work has not yet started. We've just had some sisters coming into the ecosystem and competing for almost same kind of products. But this, in a way, only helps us market the products more to the people that don't know, and making them to come to us for to grow. So definitely, I'm seeing Jaiz as playing a very big role in non-interest banking in Nigeria and Sub-Saharan Africa in the next 10 years to come. And I also see us doing more of the fintech business, because the major threat to the banks that is coming, loomingly coming, is the emergence of fintech. What I'm thinking is that banking will be more of collaborations and partnership, which is more in line of Islamic banking than the normal conventional bank. People will no longer come to you and say, okay, I want you to lend me this much money to do working capital. You get partnerships, you take some more risk, do partnerships, which is more in line with our own type of financing. Why? Because people, the end users, will have access to credits very, very easy and fast.